નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી.
Hello students, today we will study about the identity. Now the first question arises in your mind is what is identity? Actually this is the topic of standard 8 chapter number 9 algebraic expressions and identities. So there are two things, algebraic expressions and identities. So we know now what is algebraic expressions, right? How we can multiply the algebraic expressions that we have studied. Now there is the next topic is identity. So the first question is what is an identity? Let us take an example and understand it. Suppose we have two algebraic expressions which are in the multiplication. First one is a plus 1 and second one is a plus 2. So this is the algebraic expressions. Two algebraic expressions are there, both are in the multiplication. Now we know that how to multiply it, right? So when we have to multiply it, consider first term, multiply it with the both the terms. Consider second term and multiply it with both the terms. So first we will multiply this a with a. So a and a is a square. Now multiply this a with 2. So 2 into a, that is 2a. Okay, now consider second term. Again multiply it with both these terms. So 1 into a, that is a, and 1 into 2, that is 2, and plus 2. Okay, now here we can simplify this 2a and a because these two are the like terms. So actually we can write down here is that a plus 1 into a plus 2 is equals to a square plus 2a plus a, that is equals to 3a plus 2, right? So here there is an equality. Left hand side portion is there, right hand side portion is there, both have the equal values. So here we notice that a is the variable, 1 is the constant, 2 is the constant. So we multiply the two expressions in which only one variable is there, right? So here we get this kind of the expansion. When we multiply this, we get this kind of expansion, a square plus 3a plus 2. Now what is the meaning of this identity? Let us understand. Suppose if we are considering the one value of the variable, any value of any one value of the variable. So first of all, let us take a is equals to 2. Now see, we have to put this a is equals to 2 into the left hand side as well as to the right hand side, and we have to check either left hand side and right hand side portion are equal or not. So first of all, let us put it to the left hand side value, and left hand side we have this bracket a plus 1 a plus 2. Now put this value 2, so we get here 2 plus 1 and 2 plus 2, right? Now what is the simplification? 2 plus 1 is 3 and 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 3s are 12. So here we get the value 12, right? Now let us find out the right hand side value, right? RHS value. So right hand side here we have a square plus 3a plus 2, a square plus 3a plus 2. Now put the value of a. Here also we have to put a is equals to 2. So here we get the 2 square plus 3 into 2 plus 2. Here we get the 4 plus 3 2s are 6 plus 2. Now when we add this 4 plus 6 plus 2, we get the value is equals to 10 plus 2, that is equals to 12. Therefore here we can write down that left hand side value is equals to right hand side value. Left hand side value is equals to right hand side value. So is it only possible when we put a is equals to 2? No. It is actually possible when both portion will become equal for any value of the variable. Any real value of the variable we can put here, we get the same thing here, right? So this is we can call as an identity, right? So this is we can call as an identity. So in this way, by multiplying any two binomials, we can get the any kind of the identity of this type, right? In which in all the identities we can put the any value of the a, and we can check that left hand side and right hand side value both will become equal. Now the question arises, where to use this identity? Why we making the identity? Why we are studying the identity? It is because this is an algebraic expression, a square plus 3a plus 2, right? So whenever we have to factorize it, we want to factorize it, this is the factorized form of this algebraic expression. And whenever we have given this kind, this portion, and we have to expand this, then we can write down this thing. So that is the use of the identity. Now let us study the sum of the standard identities. Some of the standard identities that we have to further studied in standard 8, 9 and 10. So first identity is that here also, as we have taken the two binomials, here also we have to take the two binomials. See, first one is a plus b and second one is also a plus b. That means the two same brackets are there, right? And the two variables we have taken. One is a, second one is b. Here also two same variables we have taken, right? It is like we are multiplying two same digits, like 3 into 3, right? 4 into 4. But it is an algebraic expression. Both are algebraic expression. Both are binomial. Let us see what we get right hand side. We know that how to multiply it, as we have applied here. The same thing we have to apply here. First of all, a into a, that we get the a square. Now a into b, that is ab. Now let us multiply b with both the terms. So b into a. B into a is, again we can write down ab, and b into b, that is equals to b square. Now here, as I have said that it is like 3 into 3, we can write down 3 multiply 3 as a 3 square. So here also we can write down it as a plus b whole square. And here right hand side what we can write down, a square remains as it is. These two terms are the like terms, so we can add them. AB one time, AB one time, so total 2 times AB, so 2AB plus b square. So this is the first standard identity. Whenever we have a plus b whole square, we can write down it as a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this is an algebraic expression. It is an expanded form. Whenever we have to set that, we have to factorize it, we can directly write down it as a plus b whole square or a plus b into a plus b. So two factors of this expression is this. Now let us study the next one, that is a minus b and a minus b. Only the difference is that instead of plus, now there is a minus sign. So we are getting this kind of expression, but there is somewhat there is a change in the sign. So let us again multiply it. We are getting a into a, that is a square, a into, now there is minus b, so we are getting minus ab. Now multiply this minus b with both these terms, so minus b into a, that is minus ab, minus b into minus b, minus minus plus, and b into b is b square. So here also we can write down it as a minus b whole square, and here we get the a square. This is the we can simplify it, both are minus, so they will be added, but the sign will remain minus. 2ab plus b square. So this is the second standard identities, right? Here it is not necessary that in place of a and b there must be the variables. There may be constant numbers. Either a may be constant or b may be constant. Either both can be constant. Either both are may be variables. So whatever it is, this first term and this second term, it may be any value, but we can write down this is equals to this. Understand? Okay. Let us study the third identity. Now here we can think that first of all we have taken both the positive sign. Second one we take the negative sign. Now what will happen if the first bracket has negative sign and second bracket have positive sign? Okay. So you can also make this kind of identity by thinking this way. Let us here multiply it so that we get the right hand side portion. This a into a is a square, a into plus b, that is plus ab. Now minus b into a, that is minus ab, and minus b into plus b. So minus plus minus b into b, b square. So here we cannot write down the square like this. So here we have to write down as it is a minus b and a plus b. Okay. Here what will happen? A square remains as it is. Now see, we can simplify this. Here AB is positive, here AB is negative. So both will cancel out. So what will remain here? Minus b square is remain here. Minus b square is remain here. So this will be our third standard identity. Right? So do not confuse between these two identities. This identity is different from both these identities. Here both this bracket have positive sign, here both the bracket has the negative sign, but here both the bracket have different sign. One is negative, one is positive. But one thing you have to keep in mind in all the three identities is that whatever the first value here, it must be as a first value in the second bracket. Whatever the second value here is, must be second value. Right? That thing is applicable in all these three identities. Right? So this is our identity number 1, standard identity number 1. This is our standard identity number 2, and this is our standard identity number 3. Okay. So no, it is not necessary to remember the number of the identities. You just need to remember is that what we can write down if we have given a plus b whole square, what we have given a minus b whole square. That you need to remember this three identity only. Okay. Okay. Let us make one more identity. See, here we have changed only the sign, but let us now change some more thing. Like here we are taking x, one of the variable. Here we are taking a. Here x is the variable, suppose, and a is the constant. And in second bracket, first term is remaining same, and second we are changing. We are taking the b. So when we multiply it, what we are getting? X into x is x square. X into b, that is bx. A into x, that is ax. And a into b, that is ab. Right? So this is left hand side remains as it is, x plus a and x plus b. What will happen to the right hand side? Here there is x square. Now we can simplify both this term. Actually we cannot add or subtract it, but we can take x as a common because both the term has a x. So we can write down x outside in the bracket. If we take x as a common, here we can write down b plus a, and plus this will remain as it is. So this is one more identity, right? So you can also make this kind of identity by changing the sign here. What will happen if there is both that has the negative sign? You can make it by multiplying this and simplifying this. What will happen if only positive sign is here, negative sign is here? What will happen if positive sign here and negative sign here? That you have to think. And you can make more this kind of the identities. Okay. So this is all about the standard identities. Now what is an identity? That is clear to you. How we can make the identity? That is clear to you. Why we use the identity? That is clear to you. One more thing I want to say is that you can put any value in place of the variable, and you can get the left hand side and right hand side equal in for all the values, for all the real values. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.